Happy fall, friends. Today's video is going to be a short tour of my home decorated for fall. It isn't as extensive as I had wanted it to be because I was sick this past week, but I do hope that it inspires you in some way. Just a note about these pine cones, these really large pine cones that you see in my home pretty much year-round. They came from 30A. When I was on a walk, I saw a lot of them on the ground, and I picked these 3 up specifically to use for decor in my home. It helps me to remember an area that I love when I'm not there, and I really do love using them in every season. One thing I really love doing is blending in real pictures in my decor. And I have these 4 gold frames from Amazon. And I just changed the pictures out. I have 2 frames on each side of my bookcases on each side of the fireplace. And I just change them out with the season. So it's my daughter in her handmade Halloween costumes. Well, the first one's her in a pumpkin, but you'll see the other 2 in a minute, and I really do love doing that. That picture of that White House is an old farmhouse that was once part of the property that our current home sits on. It's since been torn down, but it was such a big part of my childhood, seeing that home all the time. I took a picture right before it was torn down, actually. Here's my daughter as a scarecrow. Our town has a scarecrow festival every year, so it's kind of a big deal around here. And this costume I made for her, you will see the inspiration for it in just a second. I had this porcelain doll from my grandma for a long, long time before I had my daughter, and just loved her costume, and I attempted to make one that was similar when my daughter was, I think she was 3 in that picture. I do love it every year. Each year I'm tempted to change my foyer decor to something that's a little bit more my current style, or maybe more on trend, but there's something that's sentimental about this for me, and I just can't bring myself to change it. I've had it for the last 10 plus years probably. The sign that I made for our family. I love these gourds that I picked up on vacation. And my favorite part is my daughter in a pumpkin. I have such memories of her as a toddler grabbing that off this table and running, and every day that was her thing, and me chasing her down to get the picture back. So it's sentimental for me. This is Emma Claire's trick-or-treat bag that I made for her when she was probably 1 or 2, and she still carries it to trick-or-treat. I love it. This high chair was not only my daughter's, but it was also mine when I was a baby. I'm so glad that my parents kept it, and I am keeping it for the next generation. I just style it with something seasonal. In this case, a little pumpkin. I love it. I love having it in my kitchen. Around me and decorating with them, and this is a sweet note that my daughter wrote to me. I just framed it even though it has a little water stain on the bottom, and I'm thankful I get to look at it while I wash dishes and remember that I have such a sweet girl and what a blessing she is. Subscribe and hit the bell, give a thumbs up so that I can continue this channel. I'm having a lot of fun. It's very much a creative outlet for me, and I do love sharing. I will see you next week.